In 2022, Florida passed the Parental Rights in Education law. This law is often called Don't Say Gay. It aimed to restrict discussions about sexual orientation and gender identity in schools. The law was especially strict for kindergarten through third grade. Supporters believed it protected children. They argued that these topics are best left to families. Opponents strongly criticized the law. They saw it as an attack on LGBTQ+ rights. Many worried it would harm LGBTQ+ students. They feared increased discrimination and bullying. Mental health professionals were concerned about the law's impact on LGBTQ+ youth. The law sparked nationwide protests and legal challenges. It became a focal point in the debate about LGBTQ+ inclusion in education. The law's vague language created confusion and fear among educators. Many teachers avoided discussing LGBTQ+ topics altogether. This silence further marginalized LGBTQ+ students. They felt invisible and unsupported in their schools. In 2023, a settlement brought some clarity to the Don't Say Gay law. The settlement outlined specific conditions for discussing LGBTQ+ topics. It aimed to balance parental rights with the needs of LGBTQ+ students. Under the settlement, age-appropriate discussions are allowed. Teachers can address LGBTQ+ topics if they relate to the curriculum. Importantly, teachers can respond to student questions about these topics. However, the settlement prohibits teachers from initiating these discussions. They must wait for students to express curiosity. The settlement allows teachers to display photos of their same-sex spouses. School libraries can stock books with LGBTQ+ characters and themes. Anti-bullying efforts must protect LGBTQ+ students. Teachers can respond if a student discusses their LGBTQ+ family or identity. They can grade essays with LGBTQ+ themes. References to LGBTQ+ figures in history and literature are permissible. Student-to-student conversations and classroom debates can include LGBTQ+ issues. The settlement significantly impacts educators. It provides much-needed clarity. Teachers now have a structured framework for addressing LGBTQ+ topics. This reduces the fear of legal repercussions. However, the settlement also places a significant responsibility on educators. Teachers must carefully navigate discussions. They need to ensure age appropriateness and relevance to the curriculum. Ongoing professional development is crucial. Teachers need training and resources to effectively implement the settlement's guidelines. Section 4. A more inclusive future? The settlement's impact on LGBTQ+ students. The settlement has a profound impact on LGBTQ+ students. For the first time, they see themselves reflected in their education. This representation promotes self-worth and acceptance. It tells LGBTQ+ students that they are not alone. Students who are questioning their identity find clarity and reassurance in the settlement. They know they can talk to trusted adults at school. They are no longer forced to hide their true selves. Section 5. Broader implications and future challenges. The Florida settlement has implications beyond the state's borders. It sets a legal precedent for similar legislation in other states. The settlement could fuel both sides of the debate. Conservative groups may push for stricter laws. Progressives may advocate for more inclusive policies. The fight for LGBTQ+ rights in education is far from over. Continued advocacy and support are essential. Schools must create inclusive environments. This includes teacher training, clear protocols, and access to resources. The coming years will likely see continued legal and political challenges. The well-being of LGBTQ+ students hangs in the balance.